Come one, come all. It's Christian here again with my special guest Jeet. And today
Hey,
I am
what's up?
playing Spongebob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated Edition. And the theme of today's live stream is we're just going to talk about cartoons. So come on, come all. You get to see it all. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeet, how are you today?
Doing pretty good.
Pretty
How about
good,
you?
sir. Sir, what is the last great cartoon you
Welcome
remember?
to Bikini Bottom, a normally
Teen Titans.
peaceful undersea sanctuary.
The Teen Titans is also still playing on Cartoon Network, and I see it all the time whenever I go work out.
Yeah,
at the gym.
Gary. It sure looks like we're in a doozy.
Yeah, Teen Titans, to me, and you're talking about the original version, right?
Yeah.
Not the Teen Titans
There's
Go
also
stuff.
a newer version too.
Yeah, they had the Teen Titans Go, and then they even did the Teen Titans Go to the movies. We are here to talk about the early 2000s Teen Titans. Now, that was a great show. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, it was such an amazing show, bro. Loved the animation, loved the voices, and loved all the shenanigans they got into.
Yeah, that movie really legitimized Robin for me as a character, and all the other like obscure characters at the time, like Beast Boy and Raven.
Myself a snack.
Like whenever people talk about Cyborg, I always think of him from, you know, Teen Titans First, not from Justice League.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was honestly one of their best Cartoon Network shows. There's a,
Well,
I feel like Disney like could not compete with Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon at the time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It was like,
I feel like Cartoon Network is like its own thing.
Breaking news!
Oh, definitely.
Bikini Bottom residents have been attacked by a raging torrent of robot horror.
gee, there's breaking news. Bikini
What?
Bottom residents have been attacked by a robot
So
horror.
much for fixing this quietly.
Authorities are not sure who is responsible for unleashing the mechanical.
Uh-oh.
Did I say big trouble? I meant
Now, gee, I don't know if you ever played the original SpongeBob
I make myself a
Battle for
snack.
Bikini Bottom. It was honestly one of the greatest games of our childhood.
You've ever played, right?
Yeah, for me and a lot of other people in the, you know, age group that we're in. And honestly, I'm having a lot of nostalgic flashback here. It really does look like a TV show, Ray. Now, Ray,
I does.
I haven't played this in like over a decade. Yeah, it looks like a TV show.
A note from Mr. Krabs.
Oh.
ahoy there, SpongeBob. As a faith. Wow, that's right, a promotion. So what this here?
Yes. Now, what's
So
your
this
opinion?
It's supposed to look as close to the TV show as
Oh,
possible.
oh yeah, exactly. Gee, in your opinion, what's your overall thoughts on SpongeBob? You know, everything in between, all seasons.
I love it. Honestly, I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, who
I
doesn't
make
love it?
myself a snack.
Right? Now, it gets pretty weird around the later seasons, still going on today, with those classic seasons 1 through 3, classic stuff.
Uh,
And to a lot of people, the movie is the finale. Or, you know, the
oh,
episode.
I love the movie.
Yeah,
I
the
love
movies.
the movie so much.
We're talking about the original movie. Now, I don't know how
Yeah.
the other ones span out, but you know.
Maybe a little bounce out
I mean, the
road
movies
there.
are so well made. Like, my God.
Yeah. And, okay, people consider that to be the finale, but also people consider the episode where they played the Super Bowl to be the finale.
No, I remember the one where they almost dried up.
Oh, yes. That was a great I would actually rewatch that episode a lot of times. That was my, like, first foray.
Oh no, this was the movie.
This is where I keep all
Oh,
my
the
old
movie.
comic books.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
That,
don't know
yeah.
if you remember
That's the
it.
scene I'm talking about. That was my first, like, introduction to, like, scary
Bro, I
shit.
was so sad. I really
yeah,
thought they
yeah.
were
Where I
gonna
keep all
die.
my old comic books.
Yeah, and then David Hasselhoff, like, oh, wow. That was my first introduction to David
That was
Hasselhoff.
a good save.
That was a great movie. And then, that's where I got introduced to the best song in the world, Ocean Man. I mean, come on. Okay, Jeet.
Yo, what's up?
I highly already recommend this game. I've only just played a couple minutes of it, but it's literally the
Wait,
original
you gotta
game.
play like at least 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, no, but I played the original game. It's like literally like that, and it's just remastered, and they put.
You must have really loved the original game.
Oh yeah, I think I like 100% that at the time.
Oh, crap.
Hey Ray,
Shut up.
Chris.
I didn't even see that guy.
Okay, to fit the juxtaposition of me playing SpongeBob, Jeet, what are you playing right now?
Call of Duty.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is our age
Call of
demographic.
Duty Warzone up in here.
Warzone, may I
There's this
add,
new update
is
that came out.
the free
and everything
version.
changed.
Maybe a little bounce on the old bed.
Chris, Ray, how are you doing? Oh, you saw David Hasselhoff before SpongeBob. Okay. Goofy Goober theme song. That's a good question. Ray, have you seen the other movie? In the meantime, Jeet, what are your opinion on other Cartoon Network shows? I can name a handful of, in my opinion, some of the best.
Oh my god, bro. I hate the reload on this thing.
The reloading in Call of Duty?
Yeah, so what'd you ask?
There's
My bad.
nothing like the sounds of your
What's the best cartoon of the 90s to 2000 era from my childhood?
SpongeBob, you're polluting my thinking space.
Trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula again, eh?
That's such a loaded
Well,
question
you won't get
because
away
we
with it.
had the most amazing cartoons ever during our time.
Okay, to jog your memory,
Got big-
Where did they
I'll start off with Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network.
Oh, won't you help me
I mean, that's true, right? I mean,
Oh no, for sure.
we had the best cartoons ever.
Yeah, it's actually pretty remarkable how
got a deal?
cartoons these days are not as good as they were back then. If you want to compare that, you could say anime is at its peak,
Pretty.
but
Can't take it. Ow.
Yeah, I would agree.
like back then,
Anime was
cartoons-
not like what it used to be.
What it is today.
Yeah, exactly. It's not what it is today.
What I love about this game is how open world it is, and you could go in very different levels of the SpongeBob universe. But yeah, Ray, this is not Clancy Brown. True to the form, the original game did not have Clancy Brown as Mr. Krabs.
SpongeBob, this flapping robot crisis is making the Krusty Krab lose money like a sinking ship. No money means no more Krusty Krab. No,
No more.
but because you're gullible, I'm gonna help.
Okay. Gee, the point of this game is to collect golden spatulas, traversing the world
Why?
of the SpongeBob
Hey,
universe
SpongeBob,
to help
I
out
just
friends
stopped
in
by to
need.
give you a bubble hand.
Bubble buddy.
What if you don't want to help your
You're going
friends?
to need to learn some
Well,
new
then you gotta
bubble
play
line
Call of Duty
moves if you're going to
Warzone.
journey to the
But all I need to do is figure out how to get rid of these robots.
Oh,
hilarious.
sorry. I've been in the soap bottle a little.
Something about new
Right. Press this button and.
Ladies and gentlemen, we learned a move. The bubble move. I remember
So
this.
what's the mission of the game? Like, what's that about? Does it have a story?
Oh yes, Plankton, if I remember correctly, you jogged my memory just now. Is this I don't remember this from the game. Oh. Anyways, Plankton is trying to, I don't know, take over the world or get the secret
Isn't he
Krabby.
always?
Yeah, take the secret Krabby Patty formula. So he builds a bunch of robots with the help of Karen, I think. And I think I just got flashed by Patrick.
Hey, Patrick. Nice sock.
What sock?
I think they meant to not put S
The
in
one
there.
you're standing on.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Well, if that one's lost, where...
Oh, they're more lost. A bunch of robots came through here and.
Sure thing.
yeah, we got to beat up a bunch of robots.
Bless you.
This is actually the precursor to Detroit Become Human.
So what
That's
kind
why
of
Clancy
moves
Brown is
does
not in here.
SpongeBob and Patrick have?
Okay, there are 3 playable characters: SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. Sandy's more karate moved. SpongeBob has like a little twirl, very similar to your favorite video game, Lilo and Stitch. He has a double jump. Yeah. Now I'm going into Patrick's house. Wish me luck. I gotta say the loading screen is very cute. It's just a bunch of bubbles. This is very wholesome. Patrick and SpongeBob. That's the only painting he has is in his house. That's very cute. Go to Squidward's house. Yes, I will. Thank you for the suggestion.
I bet Squidward's house is like the most boring ever. Out of all the houses.
You know what? I think I really like... My favorite house was Sandy's, I think. Because it's so open. She was rich. She's from Texas. You know, everything's
Yeah.
bigger in Texas.
You already know that she's rich. I mean, she's literally a squirrel living underwater.
Exactly. I always thought that was one of the coolest cartoon designs to me. Was
Absolutely.
Sandy. Yeah. Anyways,
100% agree.
back to cartoons. I'll name a bunch from Nickelodeon's era that were notable. Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents.
Never watched that.
Okay, but you know of it. Which ones have you watched?
All the old school good ones like Powerpuff Girls, Popeyes, and all that stuff.
Powerpuff Girls was Cartoon Network, and that was one of the best. The creator of Powerpuff Girls, Craig, I forgot honestly, but his name is Craig. He did one of my favorites, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh yeah, love that too.
That was an amazing show. And you know, not many cartoons can actually have a series finale, and that one delivered. Other notable Cartoon Network stuff.
I actually never knew that like cartoons had season finales.
Yeah, that was
I
like
thought this went on forever.
that was unprecedented at the time. Not even Jimmy Neutron could do that.
Oh.
Jimmy Neutron just kind of like went away in obscurity of like people forgetting about it, and it was like, oh, what?
That's how it usually goes.
There's a spin-off with like Sheen or whatever, his like friend. No one wants to watch that. Now, I saw this video online on YouTube about, you know, there will never be another cartoon like SpongeBob, because, you know, as a kid you grow to really connect with SpongeBob,
Yeah.
but as an adult you connect more with Squidward. Planet Sheen, that was the worst
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that.
You know, I actually, this part of the game, I didn't even read what Squidward said, and that was all muscle memory. I honestly just remember doing that from the first time I played this game.
How many times did you play the first game?
I think it was, because I didn't, you know, I could only play a select amount of games. I didn't have a lot of money as a kid, so I would just repeat the same games over and over, and this was one of my favorite.
I feel well.
I played it on the Xbox. Oh, sorry, I gotta hit Squidward's
But you know,
portrait.
if the viewers don't have enough money, you know, I'm making financial videos on mine, so they can pick up some quick cash over there.
Everybody, check out Jeet's channel for quick financial tips.
I didn't know Squidward had a lamp.
That was worth it. I remember that. Thank you for that. Okay, Powerpuff Girls. We briefly touched on that. Why do you love Powerpuff Girls so much? Also, that one had a series finale too, G.
With Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah. That, I think, in my opinion, that was one of the best cartoon series finales from that era.
Huh. I didn't even know that they had a finale. I remember them having like a robot, and they had to fight another robot. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh no, they had to fight a monster.
I remember this one twisted episode where the girls created a sister, and like she started to become like evil for a minute, and they were like, oh, we gotta stop her, and then there was this whole thing, and then she like sacrificed herself for the world. It was crazy.
Like a spring breeze.
Whoa, that's pretty deep.
Yeah. Look at this! All muscle memory. I remember this game. It's crazy.
Yeah, I would love to see if you can play that game blindfolded.
There's no way. Ray, what are some of your favorite Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and even Disney Channel stuff? Oh, I can't believe I made that. Just in the nick of time. Alright, Jeet. Enough beating around the bush. One of my favorites is Ben 10. You know, Ben 10 Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and that's about it. I don't really care for the other ones. But do you have any opinion on Ben 10?
Yeah, Ben 10 was freaking amazing, bro.
Right.
Shine.
I always say it, to the point it's annoying, but I think Ben 10 has legitimate universe Hollywood appeal, like Star Wars. There's so many different planets you could visit, so many different eras and different races of aliens. Okay, Ray, what do I do now?
And they, on Ben 10, they really expanded it every season. The aliens, the abilities, and everything. I loved it.
For sure. Okay, I'm just gonna name off the top of my head some of my favorite aliens. Accelerate, Alien X. Alien X was one of the most unique ones, in my opinion, if you remember that character. It was a alien that was very rare to use, and whenever you did use it, he was the most powerful, but you had to consult with like a tribunal of like interdimensional beings to judge whether or not it was okay to use that character at the time. It was very interesting. Very like advanced stuff. If I remember correctly, Squidward yells in this scene, running away. Yes, we're talking about cartoons from the era of the 90s to 2000s. So think of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible. Thank you for bringing up a Disney show. You know, the voice actress of Kim Possible is actually very active on YouTube. I recommend you guys check her out.
Oh, really?
Yep, she's great. She does a bunch of cooking videos.
Squidward, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, you
Oh,
barnacle head.
Well, your nose does look pretty big. I mean, bigger than usual because it's usually pretty...
I've always been bald.
Well...
You know, it always disappointed that you can never play as Squidward in the original game.
Don't worry, Squidward.
Oh, I don't think anyone would want to.
I want to, now that I'm an adult. Anyways, here we are with our first actual level. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Yep, the plot of this game is fairly simple but effective. This is goo. SpongeBob and Patrick and whoever else cannot swim in the goo, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, thank you, Ray, for pointing that out. Everybody check out Christie's Chicken Throwback. There was an episode where she did a throwback with some Power Ranger from Power Rangers Time Force, the Blue Ranger.
We can't jellyfish today. I'm going fishing for robots. I feel like a new sponge.
Beavis and Butthead. That was always one of those shows that everyone would talk about, but I could never get into. I was more of like a Ren and Stimpy guy.
I didn't get into that one either.
What was the equivalent of raunchy cartoon for you, Jeet?
I never got into... Actually, why would I know the names that I never got into?
Were you more of like a I'll save it for South Park and Family Guy guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I actually didn't watch... I don't watch any South Park either. I've only watched like a couple times.
South Park's great.
I usually watch like Family Guy, Simpsons, and
Simpsons is still going.
I can't believe it's still going.
Honestly,
it just boggles my mind.
They're like on what, season 2, 3 something? It's crazy. I think SpongeBob is like, I don't know, somewhere around the 20s. Yeah, Simpsons is on 20 or something as well. But man. All right, here we go.
And it's gonna go on forever.
Jeet just called in a...
the future, so.
Yeah. Jeet, I think, did you just call an airstrike? A plane just came by in the game.
Something like that.
Thank you, thank you. American Dad, yeah. You know the Cleveland show, that was a thing. Got canceled.
Oh, yeah, that didn't last very long, did it?
I tried checking that one out. That kind of sucked. But yeah, those were interesting times. The Cartoon Network actually aired those on Adult Swim. If you remember Adult Swim, Jeet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All
classic.
of those shows are actually really good.
Yeah, they aired Boondocks and all that. If anyone remembers that show, Megas XLR, you a real one. Okay, Jeet. In your opinion, what is number 1? The best cartoon of our adolescence?
I I really like the. I forgot the name of it, but I really like the penguin. You remember like the penguin, and he would like do all this crazy stuff, and he's like made out of wax or something.
Oh my, that one, that show,
Yeah.
that everyone like parodies on YouTube with the weird Scottish
exactly.
voices. That was good.
I'm ready. I'm
I
ready.
do like
I
that.
used to love watching that show. It's
Yeah.
so weird too.
I feel like you would be a fan of Peppa the Pig.
Shine.
I don't know, maybe.
Penguins
You
in
like that?
Madagascar. Okay, Chris, I was one of those kids that would like be a completionist. So, you know, when I watched the Madagascar movies, I was like, oh, I gotta check out Penguins in Madagascar. And honestly, it was like, I was disappointed. I like a few episodes, but I was like, I don't want to continue watching this. I kind of forced myself to watch it. But it was actually not that bad. I gave that show a hard time. What do you think was like a terrible cartoon? I gotta say, G, this game holds up.
Hey, Gary, what's shaking? Meow. Meow.
Gotta say what?
Up,
This game really holds up, in my opinion. I don't know what
Does it?
IGN was talking about. They said the puzzles were too hard. I'm not seeing it.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Okay, I will go.
The puzzles are too hard. Isn't this like kids game?
Yeah, that's IGN for you. You love them, you hate them.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. Hey, in the chat, what was the worst cartoon? While you're typing that, Jeet, have you checked out a show called Invader Zim?
What the heck is that?
You don't even know what Invader Zim is?
No.
Invader Zim was a cartoon, very, you know, a niche group of people liked it, but it's actually very famous now because it's a very outspoken group. It's about an alien that comes to Earth and tries to, you know, live his
honestly,
life.
sounds like Inspector Space Time.
Inspector Spacetime
Yeah.
from Community?
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. It actually does, now that you mention it. Maybe, you know, maybe they should get some copyright claims going on.
Yeah, I feel like they should definitely make a movie about that.
I think that would be a
Or
hit.
make a show about that.
That would be a great hit.
I love open
But no, Inspector Spacetime was good. But Invader Zim is actually really good. It was honestly for the edgy kids. But at the same time, if you liked it, didn't necessarily mean you were lumped in with that group of people. It was just very different and very like gross and disturbing, but mature and funny at the same time. I don't have this power yet, do I? Yeah. Okay. Anyone in the comments, if you want me to talk about a specific cartoon, let me know. I'm trying to think of them as they come along. Gee, you have any
Yeah,
other?
this game is crazy. Huh? What?
Oh, okay. I actually have one to talk about. What in the world happened to Fairly Odd Parents on Nickelodeon? Ladies and gentlemen, Fairly Odd Parents is a well-beloved cartoon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, it was one of the 4 main Nickelodeon shows: SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom. Those were the main characters in the first Nicktoons game. Butch Hartman left, and you know, after he left, or maybe somewhere before that, they started adding
They were
these
so
weird
creative
characters.
with that show.
Yeah, but then something weird happened where along the way they got bored and decided to write new characters, which wasn't a bad idea. So they put in Poof, the baby of Wanda and Cosmo, which in concept is not bad. That necessarily didn't ruin the show, but to many people what did was the addition of
Oh, barnacles.
Timmy having to share his godparents with his neighbor, which
Oh,
was
that
weird.
sucks.
Yeah. And then the dog. Ray, thank you for bringing up the dog. What was his name?
I'm ready,
That was a weird
I'm ready,
addition.
I'm ready.
You know, I was always in the the ballpark to
I didn't know
say
they even had a dog.
exactly. That's where most people left. You know, it was one thing to add the neighbor, but then they added this, and it was like, what?
Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Now, that being said, you know, I was always in the ballpark to be like, oh, I wish other cartoons did that, but not as bad as Fairly Odd Parents. Like if SpongeBob added new characters, hey, they might be like fan favorites. There are some cartoons that add new characters, like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends added Cheese, and like, you know, after a couple episodes.
Yeah, Cheese was straight up retarded.
Cheese was like funny dumb though, you know what I mean? He added like, he was the butt of the joke as Blue's brother.
But I feel like he was actually retarded.
Yeah, because the story behind that is Mac like envisioned that character like at a weird part of his life. Isn't that right? Yeah. That show was really creative, honestly. Foster's does not get enough credit. Hold on. Chat, everybody at home, check this out. Boom, how many other people you know has this? Check it out. Yo, what up? Get on my level. Speaking of Disney and, you know, cartoons, national transition, G, I think, in my opinion, the modern cartoon era, you know, our era, you know, a lot of people, you know, like to say that the 90s were the best era of cartoons. Well, they're right. But, you know, that begs the question, what cartoons today are legitimately great? So, what do you think?
So wait, what are you showing them?
Oh, I just showed them a toy of Blue from Foster's Home.
Massaging your feet isn't working.
And
Oh
Perry.
yeah, Blue was amazing.
Yeah, and I showed them a toy of Perry the Platypus.
Oh, you got Perry the Platypus?
Yeah, dude. So that begs my question: what modern cartoons are actually legitimately good?
Dude, there's one that's like amazing, which is
Adventure Time. Yep, definitely. I would say Adventure Time, regular show, Gravity Falls,
I should do it again sometime.
Phineas and Ferb.
I don't know what any of those are, but yeah. Oh, Phineas and Ferb. I totally forgot about that. You're totally right.
I showed Perry the Platypus, and that is legitimately one of the best of the modern era.
100%.
Ray says every generation has their prize show, and I totally agree. But I'll just say that the 90s for us had way more variety.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a golden time.
you had like a show about like teenage skaters, rocket power, and then you had like Hey Arnold. It was very different times.
Exactly.
I was
Even
told
the animation was like completely different.
exactly. Ray says, I was told a show called We Bear Bears in Cartoon Network is okay. Also Steven Universe. I know about Steven Universe. Don't know
I heard
about Bear
about that,
Bears. What do you hear about?
I get it.
Steven Universe?
Yeah, I heard that's really great.
Never watched it though.
Oh, everybody, sorry. I am so sorry. We are glossing over
Pushing a simple button
the
is so
best
satisfying.
Nickelodeon
Push,
show.
push,
Forget
push.
SpongeBob. Forget Nickelodeon. Forget all those other shows. Jeet, we're here to talk about Avatar.
Oh my god. Yeah. I can't believe you just missed that.
Yeah. What are we doing?
I mean, I still watch Avatar.
I am currently on my rewatch. I haven't watched that show in like over a decade. It still holds up.
It's still good.
Thank you, Netflix, for having it on currently. Yeah, you're killing it with that. They should really add.
I would say the graphics kind of show. But
yeah,
that's about it.
I was just about to say that. The graphics, the aspect ratio does show. But hey, that's the name of the game, baby. That was made in like early 2000s or late 2000s. It is what it is.
That's expected.
Yep, definitely. Ray, Chris, what are your thoughts on Avatar? Chris, what kind of cartoons did you watch? I'm curious. Since you're a middle-aged man. Last Airbender versus Legends of Korra. Now,
Wait, Chris is a middle-aged man?
that's what he said, according to his comment. Maybe he means he's gonna like die soon. Like he's middle now,
I hope
so
not.
he'll die
I really
when he's
like him.
50. Yeah, I like him too. I hope you don't die, Chris. Ray says Legends of Korra versus Last Airbender. What do you pick, G?
Bro, you already know the last Airbender.
You already know. That's a little biased. I did not watch Legend of Korra. I really want to. Netflix should put that up
I
there.
would say Legend of Korra definitely has better fights.
Oh, yeah. The better quality, cartoon style.
Thank goodness you're safe.
You know,
They
obviously.
really focused in on the fighting.
Thanks, Tech.
That's good. Oh, here we are, boys. We are here with our first Patrick gameplay. Now, Patrick differs from SpongeBob's gameplay. He's more of a beefcake, you know? Let's read this. This is a throw fruit. Chris believes he will die at 50. Oh, Chris. What was your peak?
Man. That
Where
kinda
did you
sucks.
peak? Yeah. Did you peak in middle school? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I think he's peaking now.
He's peaking now, at this current moment. Oh. Gee, out of all cartoon history, what is your favorite character?
Give me a second. I'm in the airplane, so I can't hear anything at all.
Got it. I know how that war zone is. Let me speak up to you.
Yeah, okay.
What's your favorite character?
Anywhere.
Cartoon history?
Beast Boy.
Beast Boy. Okay. I want to hear your more thoughts on Teen Titans.
What's up? What'd you say?
I want to hear more of your thoughts on Teen Titans, sir.
Oh, I mean, it has such a great story, and mostly I like Beast Boy because who wouldn't want the power to turn into any animal they could?
You know, I'm still like incredibly annoyed that they never added him in Injustice.
Oh, yeah.
Can you believe that?
Me too. They should have had that, honestly.
Hey, Chris, I
mean,
totally
they had
agree.
Robin.
Yeah, they had Robin. They really messed up with that. I don't know what were they saving it. People were led to believe that they would do that in, you know, the DLC from Injustice 1. Since 2013, we were like, yo, we're gonna play as Beast Boy? Nope. Yeah, Chris, I totally agree. This game is actually really mesmerizing. It's very colorful. It's just chill. It's very relaxing. Look at this guy.
Are you very relaxed right now?
Yeah, the guy with the Beats headphones by Dre, that's Chris right now. Look at him. He's having the time of his life.
No, you said the game is relaxing, so are you relaxed?
Oh, I'm relaxed. Your voice very soothing. Thank you
thank
for
you.
coming by. Now, gee, I don't know if you noticed, but this is going to be an endless stream. We're going for the world record of live stream of SpongeBob. So you get to go whenever you want to, sir.
Okay. And you're just gonna keep going?
Whenever the party stops. Okay.
I'll just play this Warzone game and I'll head out.
Yes, sir.
Well, my watch shows the real time.
Oh,
That's so weird.
what time is
My
it?
watch
over there?
in Call of Duty, watch shows the real time.
Does it actually?
Yeah. It says it's 101.
101.
Which
Well, they
is-
got that
which is
right. Ladies and gentlemen, at time of recording, it is 1:01 a.m. Ray says, NetherRealms deliberately did not listen to fans after Injustice 2. Well, if anything goes, they should have definitely listened to our video, Top 10 Injustice Characters We Want. Ray, we gotta do a sequel to that. Maybe NetherRealms will listen to us.
They need to.
They need to. This is a PSA to NetherRealms. If you're watching, and I know you are, you need to listen to us. We are the voice of the people. The party never stopped. You are
Yeah,
right.
our opinions matter.
Our opinions matter. And Chris, you are right on the money on that. Okay, boys, this is going to be risky. Here we go. I'm a trained professional. I beat this game a million times. Do not fret. Oh my god. I like how health in this game is defined by underpants. Isn't that great?
Oh.
Actually, I think one of my favorite levels from this game was the beach, the lagoon.
Is it what? The beach?
Yeah, the lagoon. Remember with Larry the Lobster? I don't know, I just really like that design. And I don't know if it was this game or another, but you could, you know, traverse the Flying Dutchman stuff with the boat.
Yeah.
That was very scary at the time. Interesting. And I have no idea if this was a fever dream, but I swear there was a level where you could like go in this dreamscape world, and there's a lot of tongue sliding. It was very interesting stuff.
Tongue sliding?
Yeah. In this game, you slide on your tongue a lot as SpongeBob.
Why?
Don't ask me. They were into some kinky stuff. What's this? How do we do this? Let's read. The weight of the throw fruit. Activate pressure plates. It's just my favorite SpongeBob game. I can't even name 5. I know there's the movie video game one. That's 2. That's all I know. Hey, you know, people joke about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as DLC and Injustice, but honestly, they're some of my favorite characters in that game to play as.
I never played as them, so I wouldn't know. As y'all know, my favorite character was the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Look, Ray, you said that? I didn't even have to read. I just knew what to do immediately. Oh my god. This is so enthralling for me. Like, decade flashbacks are coming back right now. Should I go in here? Oh, here we go. Another sliding portion of the game. Jeet, how is your Call of Duty game going right now? Did you win?
It's going. We're like in 9th place.
It's going, ladies and gentlemen. Jeet exclusive.
SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
We cruising, you know, we chilling.
Cruising. We chilling. Okay, any other cartoons to come to mind? Let's see. Okay, this
Dragon Ball Z.
That's an anime, sir, but I will talk about Dragon Ball Z. I want to hear your thoughts on that first.
I mean, I even read the comics on Dragon Ball, and I saw the show for Dragon Ball Z. All of them amazing.
Can you name all of them? There's Dragon Ball.
Oh no, I stopped watching after Dragon Ball Z.
And then there's GT, where they're in the future, I think, with Trunks storyline.
Yeah.
That was enthralling. Ray says the turtles weren't bad, but it was surprising because people thought it was it's really hard to say a name when it's like broken up like that. But I know the guy from Watchmen, which was a character that people wanted. Yeah, I really wanted that character too. Roadcast. See, I can't even say it. How do you say G? Roadcast test?
Worcester?
Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, where was I? Yes, Dragon Ball Z, sir. My favorite aspect of Gohan's character later on was the fact that he like posed as a superhero for a bit. Do you remember that?
I didn't like Trunks because why did he have a sword?
Yeah, Trunks, what are you trying to do? You trying to murder people? Come on, bro. That's not nice.
Everyone else is using like their fists and stuff like that. He's like going around with a sword.
That just speaks to the true testament of his sword. It's that flimsy, doesn't even like kill people. Come on, bro. Ray says Shaman King, 2000 cartoon anime. Anyone? I know of that.
What is that?
Okay, first off, how do I put that water over there? Sorry, watermelon. I'll be back in this area. I think I know what to do. Ray, explain Shaman King for the people that don't know. I only know it by name, sorry.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that. Shaman King?
Damn it. I think I'm having flashbacks to some weird like. I'm reminding myself of Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and all that. But anyways, Dragon Ball. Yeah, you had classic Piccolo being a dad for Gohan. Piccolo
Heck yeah.
started off as a villain, I think.
SpongeBob's underwear fits quite
Good
right.
stuff.
It's good dad too.
He's a great dad. What's her name? Voodoo? Videl would have been very proud of Piccolo. I always found it pretty funny that... Are you kidding me? I always found it funny that Goku never aged, really. But his kids did. His kids definitely did.
I mean, he freaking died and he kept on, like,
Yeah.
completing his missions.
Goku is like a granddad. He's like a silver fox at this point.
Honestly.
Teenage Japanese boy control ghosts. Oh. I think I actually do know that.
Wait, what is that?
Ray says Shaman King is about a teenage Japanese boy that can control ghosts.
Oh, you know what we forgot, bro?
What?
Jackie Chan.
Oh, Ray, now's your chance to shine. Talk about Jackie Chan adventures on the... You know, we're branching out, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Warner Brothers Kids or whatever that channel was on. Are you... Stop it. These things spawn too quickly.
Hey, man. Don't blame the game. Blame the player.
Blame the player. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to, like, be an IGN reviewer over here. I gotta just play the game. Maybe I got it. Damn. Okay. Ah, yes. That, I was gonna say that earlier. I forgot about it. I'm gonna do another section. I can't get this bad. How do you pick up the robot? Is that a thing? Because I thought that was a thing for a second. Chris says, what about American Dragon Jake Long? You know, that also reminds me...
Dude, I played the video game. It was amazing.
There's a video game on that? You're right. Thank you. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Alright, I got it now, boys.
That's much better.
Got it. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna cut out the part where I was messing up. Don't worry about it. In the playback, that won't even be apparent. Yes, American Dragon Jake Long. How was the video game? Oh yeah, you're right. The second season
video
had
game
a
was
totally...
freaking amazing.
Wait.
He had like a skateboard and he could turn into a dragon. It was amazing.
What was the art style? Because Ray says
2D.
Ray says they changed the art style in the second season because it was originally completely different. Yeah, I always thought that was so weird.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah. What's a freezy fruit? Oh. Cool. Yeah, that was honestly a really interesting change. Did you like that change up, Ray? I'm an idiot. What am I doing? That reminds me of that show, The Replacements. That was a very interesting one.
The Replacements? What's that?
They're all alone.
I couldn't even tell you if I tried. It was about like Spies or something. Oh, what was that show where they had a character called like Tuesday X? Or maybe that is The Replacements. I'm not sure.
Oh, I have no idea, bro.
There were so many cartoons of Disney that they tried to make after the success of Kim Possible. Only a few really succeeded, to be honest with you. But I did appreciate their efforts. Because it was either that or the live action stuff like Dog with a Blog. Ray says you preferred the first season art style. X Family, thank you. That was really bugging me. Did you like that show?
X Family?
Yeah.
What
and
the
then
heck is
the
that?
sequel was
I've never even heard of that.
the sequel. Did you watch the sequel? I think you might have seen that. It's on a website. XXX
What's the
Family.
sequel? No.
No, I think I saw that.
That sounds completely foreign to me.
But yeah, like American Dragon, Jake Long, Shaolin Showdown, guys, that was good stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, Silent Showdown was
Yeah.
freaking amazing.
Ahoy there!
It kind of dropped off when they started getting their own weapons or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the beginning was great.
If I remember, and I don't know, I might have to rewatch it, but at the time I was a kid, I did not agree on that series finale on who became the master. Like,
But it's obviously like the main character.
but it wasn't the main character that got it, I think.
Huh.
Unless I'm remembering it wrong, I think it went to the Texas guy or the Raymundo character.
That sucks.
Yeah, I wanted little Caillou to win, or whatever his name was.
Heck yeah.
Okay,
Same here, bro.
Ray has a correction. He says the X's. Okay. Yeah, Tuesday X, that's all I remember.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
Ray, what did Mr. Krabs say to do? I was not paying attention to him. Omi. Thank you, Ray. The main character's name was Omi.
Oh, Mrs.
Oh, me?
Bob.
Yeah, O-M-I.
Hello, Patrick. I've got a
Yeah, I don't remember that at all, bro.
Oh boy.
Why does Mrs. Puff look like a transvestite in this remaster? I don't know why.
Oh, no.
Okay, boys. I'm loving this game so far. Honestly, I don't know what IGN was complaining about. It's literally the first game remastered with all the cut content added in. I really do not know. Ray, what did Mr.
Alright, bro.
What did Mr.
Enjoy
Puff
the
say?
game. I'm take a nap.
Okay, G, thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Stop on by
Enjoy.
the YouTube live chat if you want.
Will do.
All right, Ray, Chris, G, let's continue our discussion in the comments. If you want to stop on the party chat, let me know.
What are you waiting for, boy? Go get that king jellyfish.
Gotta get that king jellyfish. To the caves? Got it. I don't know what Mr. Puff said, so I might have to... You might guys have to tell me. Kind of skipping around the dialogue. Anyways, what other cartoons would you like for me to talk about? Didn't I do this? Yeah. I gotta go back. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk more about Phineas and Ferb. Great show. I remember in middle school and 8th grade, I would have a lot of after-school care, and they would run a bunch of reruns on that. And I always appreciate that Phineas and Ferb was so popular. I feel like that show was the cartoon version of Fortnite, to the point where they had all these crazy crossovers like Star Wars and Marvel. And it was just really entertaining watching that, and I was always looking forward to the next crossover. Power of Juju. Okay, that is a name I haven't heard in a long time, and I do not remember what that's about, to be completely honest with you. Back to Spongebob. Let's see what he can do. The boy Spongebob. If I had to recommend a modern cartoon, one that actually has a story and a series finale, I would say Gravity Falls from Disney is their last great cartoon in my opinion. That was quality stuff. It had J.K. Simmons in it as well. It was great. It was like the epitome of, I feel like what they learned from Phineas and Ferb just translated, and they were like, I want to make a show about summer and really, as a love letter to summer with these kids. And I love the fact that they went full mystery with it, and it's very Lovecraftian. There's a horror element, as horrifying as you can get with a kids show. It was cool. Power of Juju. Okay, that was a weird show. It was a video game that became a show, and then that character was a playable character in the third Nicktoons game. I remember that. That was weird. I need to pay attention. Ray, you made me lose. It was a PlayStation game and Nickelodeon made a show of. Yes, and it was weird. That's all I remember. I didn't like it. It was very aesthetically weird. They were in the jungle too much. Too many shirtless people. It was weird. But I appreciated it. I liked variety back then. Oh! Okay, speaking of the, you know, the classic Nickelodeon stuff. Thinking back on the Nicktoons games, I think the one that had the most amount of playable characters was the Attack of the Toy Bots game. And I really liked playing as Rocko from Rocko's Modern Life. And Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. What's her name? What am I doing?
Fresh like a spring
Accelerate? No, that's not her name. Yeah, you only played Volcano Island, the second game. That was good. The fourth game is, I think, in my opinion, the best. Globs of Doom. It was very tight and focused, even though it was like very few characters. But I like the fact that you got to play as the villains and heroes. That was cool. You had to play as Invader Zim and, you know, the other character. Yeah, I honestly really liked it. After that, I think they gave up and they were just like, well, at first I think that company like went bankrupt or whatever. But yeah, they did kart racing games. They did a recent Nickelodeon kart racing game. Not the same thing, but you know, if you want those characters back, there you go. Trying to think of other cartoons. Well, this is not a cartoon, but we can talk about the Disney live action stuff or the Cartoon Network stuff, like Destroy, Build, Destroy. If you remember that, I know you do. And the guy from Destroy, Build, Destroy, didn't we see him in person at Emo Night or something? And to top that off, you know, I think Disney really had their foot in the right direction with the live action stuff. Cory in the House, Raven, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and Sweet Life on Deck. That was good stuff. What am I? Okay, where's the machine?
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Oh, Brian opened up for them? Oh yes, Andrew WK. That is his name. Thank you. Yeah, he was in Destroy, Build, Destroy, right?
I feel like a new sponge.
What do you mean dive deeper? Let me know what you mean by that. There are more networks. Foxbox. Yes, I will dive deeper if I'm trying to remember. I'm just going to throw out some random ones. I don't know where the Batman was. You know, your favorite version of Batman. Where did 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles air? They also had G.I. Joe Sigma 6. I think these are all the same network. It was good stuff. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Cubics. Okay, that rings a bell. Sonic X. You know, when I was a kid, I was really addicted to that show. I actually wrote the full lyrics of the opening theme song on a piece of paper, and I recited it out loud as if, you know, I would sing in the shower all the time. So, Foxbox, yeah, cool.
I feel like a new sponge.
I gotta pay attention.
Just my size.
Gotta play the objective here. Kirby show. Oh, that was a show. I remember that.
Tell me you haven't been.
Of course.
Oh, good.
That was a show, yeah. What was that show about? I remember his like Meta Knight was a complete badass in that.
It shines.
Ray, can you help me out? What am I supposed to do in this? Completely was not paying
I feel
attention.
like a new sponge.
I gotta destroy that box, right? Well, where's the ice? You don't have to like throw ice. Oh, I can just throw the robots, maybe. Yeah, let's try that. Before going to school. Oh boys watched another network with something called Super Duper Sumos. Mummies Alice and Sonic Underground. Is Super Duper Sumos the thing with the... I think I have toys of that, where they have like big heads. Oh, you kidding.
Robot go boom. Woo, up we go.
You remember that show El Tigre? Or whatever? That was weird. What is Mummies Alive? Mummies Alice? Oh, Mummies Alive. Okay. Yeah, what is that? Yeah, Ray, go deeper. Name some weird ones. Where's some underwear? Give me some underwear. If I switch characters, does it just give me underwear? Like free lives? Let's see. El Tigre, yeah. I remember as a kid, I legitimately stole. I was mad at this other kid. I stole his El Tigre toy from McDonald's. No, it did not give you extra underwear. Let's see if that one area I destroyed is still destroyed. Do you remember the crossover? I just actually recently, this year, rewatched the Sweet Life of Sweet Life, That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana.
That's much better.
It actually still holds up. But, I will say, the episodes for being a crossover, they're really self-contained. It's kind of annoying. Code Lyoko. I remember being really annoyed. No, let me say that again. I was at like my godbrother's house or something, and he was really annoyed watching an episode of Code Lyoko where the blonde character moves out of the way of like a bullet and dodges it, and it hits the pink hair girl instead. Oh my god. I can see this game being hard for kids. And by that I mean I can see how this game could be hard for IGN. Mega Man. There were a lot of Mega Man stuff, wasn't there? I have a lot of toys from that show. To the point where I didn't even know if it was from the show or from the game. There we go, boys. 7. We're killing it. If you remember in this game, they had a weird... Like, you get to play like a robot, and you beat up Plankton as a robot. That was fun stuff. That was like the final boss. By the way, I heard the multiplayer for this game is hit or miss. It's really just an add-on. So, I don't know. We should try that, you know, when it's safe. Here we go. I feel like I'm missing stuff. Let's backtrack. This guy's really hard to kill. I don't know why. Static Shock. Yeah. That was good. Wasn't he in Injustice? He's in Young Justice season 3, I think. I'm pretty sure. Mucha Lucha, what is that? And how does that differentiate from the sumo wrestlers one?
Just my size. Fresh like a spring breeze. I love opening presents.
Thank you. Yeah, I need links to all these stuff. Chris, Ray, drop some more cartoons. My knowledge is wearing thin. There's so much, I'm overwhelmed. Actually, I do want to talk about Rocko's Modern Life some more. That's a great show, and thank you Netflix for promoting all these new like movies of these shows. The Rocko's Modern Life had a Netflix special. I never thought I would hear those words in my life, but that's a thing, and it's awesome. Oh, okay, cool, Ray. Thank you for making a Discord server. That's great. Yeah, that'd be cool. Do I gotta play as like Patrick here? Is that what it is? Screw it. There you go. Okay, that's good enough. Now we can move forward. There we go. Instead of the same pattern going in circles. Platforming games are very underrated. You know, how many people can like appreciate a good platformer? I feel like this and Jack and Daxter and the Ratchet and Clank games, and maybe Sly Cooper, were like some of the best platformers at the time. I mean, nowadays the equivalent of a platformer is like, well, Mario, of course, but like advanced platformer would be like Uncharted and like Assassin's Creed. That's extreme platforming, like parkour platforming. I mean, you can't deny Yu-Gi-Oh was next level. I'm denying it. It was weird to me. I like Yu-Gi-Oh, but Pokemon was cooler. Sorry. But no, I did like Yu-Gi-Oh. I tried to check it out, played a few video games. I never really found the appeal of card games. Pokemon was different because it wasn't, you know, the show wasn't about cards. I don't know, something about cards doesn't really, it bores me. Disney X. Yeah, the Disney, you know, they had a lot of changes. They had Disney Channel, then they had Disney XD. It was very weird. Kim Possible. Okay, Kim Possible is great. Tarzan. Oh my god, I forgot that was a thing. Was I supposed to be Patrick this entire time? Did I cheese the game into making me come here as SpongeBob? Hold on. What's that about? Proud Family. Yeah, let's talk about Proud Family. That was good. I remember there was an episode where the dad gets really mad at this guy who cuts him off in traffic. And like, I don't know, he hunts him down or something. And it's a lot of wacky hijinks. Didn't they do a crossover, Lilo and Stitch? Or am I crazy? Let's talk about Lilo and Stitch. Experiment, who is the... It was 626 to Stitch. Who's 627 or 625? The one that likes sandwiches a lot. I remember on Disney Channel website, that was my favorite web browser game. You just stack sandwiches as that character. Gargoyles. Jordan Peele is trying to do Gargoyles live action, I think. Spectacular Spider-Man. Bring it back. Unfortunately, I don't think that will happen because that was under Sony. Kim Possible did a crossover. Interesting. It's actually really interesting. How did that work?
Fresh like a spring breeze.
What's that? A sock? Let me get that sock. Cool.
Another find for Patrick.
It fits? Oh, that's cool. What are the purpose of this disappearing tiki boxes again? I completely forget. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Wait. There we go. I'm so smart. Oh god. I want to. There we go. Cool. We're progressing.
Oh, sparkly.
Oh, here's the ice. I was supposed to be Patrick this entire time. Whatever. Gonna keep going. Cannot wait till I get to play as Sandy. I totally hit that guy. That hitbox didn't register.
You just met the
It's literally like the first game. To a T.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Cool. There we go. Ray, drop more comments of famous cartoons, please. Literally list them all. I will talk about SpongeBob some more. Yeah, to me, let's talk about some of the great SpongeBob episodes. Of course, you have the obvious ones, like the Super Bowl. I really liked... Okay, people say the series finale, in their opinion, should be the Super Bowl or the episode where Squidward defends SpongeBob when they have to travel the pizza across the barren wasteland. And then they find that one guy who's very angry that his pizza delivery is late. Or the classic episode, Where's My Chocolate? Or did somebody say chocolates? What else? Oh, every time Mermaid and Barnacle Boy come on screen. There's that episode where they like have a parody of Avengers. That's good.
Everyone is trying to help out today.
Step quietly there. That king jellyfish is just up.
Thanks, Bubble.
I like the first episode where they introduce the live action
Feel like a
element,
new sponge.
where they have characters like SpongeBob and whatever, and they have them on sticks, and they, you know, they're basically just like, oh, here's the actual sponge, here's a real starfish. SpongeBob got really gross. Like, when we grew up, he was fine, but when, like, the next generation, they had a lot of weird, gross episodes. And I wonder why that is. But, Ray, are you gonna check out the new SpongeBob movie? Let me know. Oh, okay. I remember this boss. That's quite alright, Ray. Make sure to floss, use some mouthwash. Stay hydrated, too. Gotta slap him. He likes being slapped.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Yeah, why not? What is that in response to? I don't even remember what I said. Oh, the movie. Yeah. I like how they kept that. I feel like they, you know, reminded themselves of the original movie, and they're like, we gotta top David Hasselhoff. But, you know, there begs the question, should they have revealed Keanu Reeves in the trailer? Or should have kept it a surprise? In my opinion, I think it was right to put him in the trailer, because a lot more people are gonna watch the movie now. Marketing 101. Hey, in your opinion, what's the saddest or most satisfying cartoon moment in history? Who do I gotta give this to? Oh, he was in the trailer. See, that's what I was gonna say. What if he was in the trailer for the first movie? Then it's completely fair to say. Yeah. Do you know of that episode where SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs are far away from each other and they start singing? That was great. And have you seen on YouTube where that guy, the kid at the talent show, starts singing that on the piano, and everyone totally understands what he's doing? It's great. It's so funny. That video is too short. I don't know why they ended the recording.
See, no problem. You
Yeah, he starts singing like, it's not a spatula. Totally Spies. I remember Totally Spies was that show where they literally freezed lasers. You can't do that. They adapted the Mummy into a cartoon. Interesting. Do you remember Lego made a cartoon show? It's called Bionicle. Have you seen the Bionicle cartoons? Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, that feels so much better.
Anything for my best friend Squidward. Can I rub some on?
Is Patrick not SpongeBob's best friend? That's interesting.
What if I just gave you this?
Nice. Yo, I'm popping off trophies left and right. How easy is this game? I got 2 trophies just right now in a row. Is there more to do in this level? Dear God.
Take that!
Yeah, Bionicles. They also did another show. This is weird.
I feel like a new sponge.
I'm gonna try and get the freezer, the freezing mechanism.
It
If I can find it.
shines.
You should be done. You can always go back. Okay, oh yeah, I want to go back. I mean, I want to go away. Let's get out of here. I don't really care about the freezer thing. I just want to showcase as many levels as possible. Where's the bungee jump? Oh no. I'm gonna go to Bikini Bottom. What bungee jump are you talking about? Let me know before I leave. Yeah, where's that? I know there's a lot of stuff I missed. Jellyfish Fields? Okay, let's go there. And then we're out. Where I found Gary. Okay, I'm gonna go to this box. Tell me if I'm going the wrong way. Okay, and then over here, right? This game is great. I do remember renting at Blockbuster, and I played. Actually, I got another game to talk about too. Yeah, at Blockbuster, I rented the movie game. You know, the game based on the movie.
What are you talking?
And I played that as much as possible, as far as I could, and that was great. I remember riding the Burger Mobile. I gotta go back, like over here. Jellyfish Rock. Oh yeah, I rented that, and I remember doing that with the Fantastic Four movie video game, and underrated video game is the Madagascar video game. I thought that was really good. Don't use the box. Okay, we'll not use the box. Let's see. Let's take our time here. We're going to traverse backwards. I don't think that's going to work. Let's try that again. Nope. Ray, we're at a complete loss. We're just going to come back. Yeah, I remember DreamWorks making great games. Yeah, they made a bunch of good stuff. Are you talking about this? Yeah, I was trying to come back here. Okay. Yeah, this is the way I wanted to go. Shrek! Dude, Shrek! That was great. You had to play so many characters. And it was, oh, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Nostalgic flashback I just got from doing this. Thank you. How do you know so much about this game? Did you watch people play it? I always appreciated how you could see SpongeBob's butt crack. First 4-player couch co-op. True? That you played it at least? Nice. I think, in my opinion, the first I had was the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game. You got to play as a lot of characters there too. You got to play as characters I don't even know. Besides, you know, Casey and other stuff. I always found it stupid how, even though she doesn't fight, you couldn't play as April O'Neil. Should have just done it anyway. Now, I want to get out of here.
I love opening presents.
Okay, there. Speaking of Cartoon Network, there is another show I do want to talk about. It's one of their best. I'm starting to think in terms of like top 10. Samurai Jack. That show got canceled for a long time, and then within the past couple of years, they did one final season, season 5. And how did that do? In my opinion, it was really good. They could have had more episodes, but overall, it was great. It was a great send-off for the show. Very good series finale. No, they're done. But yeah, they should have had more episodes to develop some characters in it. I'm probably gonna go there. Okay, I don't have enough to go here yet. I have 7 or 8, so let's go there, and then we'll go to 10 and 15 probably. Yeah, it's so weird that like they really stayed true to the remaster and kept this actor. Thank you. That was the one I wanted to mention to G. Wasn't it KN? Yeah, KND. Anyway, Kids Next Door. Did you check out... Let's talk about series finales. Cartoon Network really killed it with series finales.
Once a bustling metropolis, now a debris-covered crater.
Okay.
SpongeBob, the robots are destroying downtown Bikini Bottom.
All right.
Not vacuum.
Can we just load
That won't do it.
Why not?
Because...
Couldn't.
No.
Don't
Listen,
SpongeBob
Ray.
about it.
Do yourself a favor. Get some closure. Watch. I'm serious here. Watch the Codename Kids Next Door season finale. I don't want to ruin it, but yeah, that is one of the best series finales for a children's cartoon I've seen. It really does give you a lot of closure. Yeah. Oh, I remember this. New area. Let's read this. What does the ball do again?
I'm rollerific.
It just makes him go fast. Yeah, kill that guy. Kill him. Oh no! That poor defenseless person. Gary looks like Batman right here. He's overlooking everything. It wasn't like Netflix where I conveniently watch it. You're right. I'm gonna have to see if that's on HBO Max. But seriously, it is a great finale. Did you ever happen to see the Phineas and Ferb finale? I think, pretty sure there was. Like in a story sense. I heard that show's great. Like overall, I've seen a lot of episodes, but overall, like people who saw the entirety of it. Yeah, watch it on YouTube, I guess. And I'll just spoil some of it if you want. Let me know if you want to hear some spoilers for it. I'm just passing through this level. Power Ranger Samurai. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Disney had an era that they owned Power Rangers. Now, how did they get there? It's a long story, but the thing is, they did own it, and they had a lot of stuff. Arguably, some of the best seasons of Power Rangers is owned by Disney. But you know, Disney didn't really think they had much to say in Power Rangers, so they gave it up. They didn't think it was, you know, worth keeping. They wanted it, they bought it, and then they decided to sell it. But yeah, Disney's last season of Power Rangers was Power Rangers RPM. Also, arguably, the last great Power Rangers season from 2009. Disney era of Power Rangers also included Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, Mystic Force. Those were good stuff. I think they also did Wild Force. SPD. Come on. Good stuff. And it was really cool if you went to, you know, MGM or whatever it was called back then. They had, you know, actors in Power Ranger suits you could take pictures with. And I like the fact that they had a mismatch of Power Ranger characters and costumes, so it wasn't like, you know, one team. It was colors from all different eras of teams. Dino Thunder and Lightspeed Rescue. Lightspeed Rescue was not Disney. That was a good season. That season really focused on the rescue aspect of heroism. You know, that show was, that came out like 2000, but if it was after 9/11, that would have really hit a lot of people, like emotionally, because that was good stuff.
Bringing it around town.
Dino Thunder is a good season. That one brought back Tommy Oliver, you know, the original green and black ranger. I mean, sorry, green and white ranger. Now a black ranger. He's a professor for some reason. It was good stuff. It was very cool to see, you know, Disney having a legacy season honoring Power Rangers as if they cared.
Patrick needs to do laundry.
What should I do now? How's that work? What do you mean, how's that work? Let me know.
Gary? Meow? Yes, meow. Not done. Meow. Oh, that's the entrance to the rooftops, which leads to the light? Uh-huh. Meow. What do you mean, meow? Meow. Oh, that... Okay.
No,
Oh,
not
is
all.
anyone going to get...
Some of them
More
are
robots?
different
Okay.
universes, but not all of them are. Okay, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers has the same continuing storyline. After that was Zeo, same characters. They kind of replace characters with different characters and add on and whatever. That was a great season. And then they did Turbo, which that didn't really land for a lot of people, but it is the same characters. They switched them out too. But you know, they had a hard long look at the reception of Turbo, and they were like, we got to step it up for our final season. And their final season, they did In Space. Power Rangers in Space was supposed to be their last season, but it was their best season at the time. And everyone was like, yo, we want more Power Rangers. And to this day, it is arguably still the best. Anyways. Yeah. After that, that's when it changed up. Because you still had those characters. But then, after In Space, you had a completely brand new set of characters for Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Also one of their best seasons. And then it did have a continuation, like it had a connective tissue to In Space and Lost Galaxy. like characters from In Space would appear in Lost Galaxy for the crossover. And in fact, a Pink Ranger from Lost Galaxy sacrificed herself to save the Pink Ranger from In Space. One of the best Power Ranger moments ever. And to top that off, the Pink Lost Galaxy character, the new Pink Ranger, would be a reformed villain. That was really exciting stuff. Okay. Let me know when you're back. Chris, you still watching? Did you fall asleep? Let me know. Tell me all about your dreams tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be a little lost. I do not know why. Okay. I can glide. Got it, got it. What? We get to play Sandy. Cool, cool. There we go. This is always my favorite character to play as.
The shinier, the better.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I seriously think Sandy is one of the best cartoon designs of all time. You get the lasso stuff. How cool is that? Yep. Oh, I remember these. These are cool. Let's lasso some stuff. Here we go. Yeah, this game is a really good platformer.
One less varmint.
I don't even ever have to play as Spongebob or Patrick again. Just let me play as Sandy. Whoa.
Okay, that's better.
Here we go. I'm really glad they remade this game. $12. We're killing it. Is that important? Should I get that? Oh, and there's a sock. Traveling to the rooftops. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. Gotta get something.
Hey, Larry, what's shaking?
She is. And I also have your boy Squidward. And for measure, here we go. And then there's this guy. Classic Timmy Turner. Timmy T. Let's top it all off. Anyone remember this? Hello, Larry. What's shaking? You tell me, Larry.
Sandy! Boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help. My TV reception has been terrible lately. I need to have someone replace my old antenna with this shiny new one.
Yes, sir. That there antenna is shinier than a $3 bill. Well, why don't you replace it yourself?
I'm not really much of a jumper.
So, what's jumping got to do with it?
Because the old antenna is up there.
Woo!
Oh.
That's taller than a glass of Texas iced tea.
The robots have blocked off that building, and I can't do all those fancy moves you and Spongebob do to get across these gaps. Oh.
Yeah, great. So what?
Oh, that? It's yours if you replace it with a new one.
Well, I have been getting bad TV reception in the tree dome.
I love how, like, they just recorded all these lines as, you know, the original voice actors. You know, that's not really, like, saying much, but it's just cool. It's just cool to hear the voice actors again with lines they haven't recorded from a show. So what's this do? I gotta be a different character. Does she kick? Nice. She always liked karate. Oh, I think in one of the Spongebob games, when you play Spongebob, he just had a karate chop red gloved hand on all the time. Might have been one of the Nicktoons games. Run! No! Oh. She's definitely dead. She's kelp food by now. Yeah, I got this.
The shinier the better.
Oh my god. Okay. Round 2. Let's ignore that happened. I gotta time it. There we go.
I'm getting dizzy just watching. Feeling refreshed.
Yeah, she's the most OP character in this game. Hey Ray. I'm back here with some exclusive Sandy gameplay. AKA the original gangster. She was always my favorite in this game. I wonder how the concept of her being such a Texas lover came into play in the original show. I feel like one of the writers just really loved it, or, you know, they were born from there. They wanted to show their true colors. What happened? Do I have enough? Yeah. Anyway, Ray, what's up? Oh, I gotta hurry up. What am I doing? Oh my god. There we go. Are you kidding me? I did all that work. Oh, you only got 10 minutes left? Alright, boy. So, let's end it with a bang. When you leave, I'll end the stream, okay? So, that being said, any other remaining cartoons would you like to talk about? Jeez. I gotta speedrun this portion. I don't want to be back here. PBS. What did they have on PBS? That Caillou? What else? Were you well versed in the PBS filmography? There's so many great shows on PBS, really? Like what? Cyber Chase. What is Cyber Chase? That rings a bell. Okay, do you remember Arthur? Yeah. That was the show. You're right.
Take that.
Do you remember on HBO they had like a kids television program where they had a series of different style cartoon skits where they would sole purpose to teach you, you know, brain activities, and they would have a guy like as a pirate, but he was full of bones on a pirate ship, and there were other ones where this fat, disgusting slob of a human being was just sitting on a couch, and like it was just weird stuff from HBO. Do you remember Chalk Zone? Nickelodeon did that. 3 kids travel the internet and teach you math. Yep, that sounds about right. Cyber Chase. That rings a bell. I'll be honest with you. What else?
Texas style. Okay, that's better. Feeling refreshed. Someone better make good use of all these.
Oh yeah, you briefly touched upon Spectacular Spider-Man. I'd like to talk about that again. That is legitimately the best Spider-Man show, cartoon-wise. Yeah, they only lasted 2 or 3 seasons, and they had Peter Parker down to a T. You know, they didn't have him be a super nerd.
Ew.
You know, he had friends. He's just,
SpongeBob's underwear.
to me, Peter Parker is, oh, he can be nerdy, definitely, but he's not a social outcast. And they had him down very well. Like, he's not such an outcast to the point where he can't get chicks. Peter Parker in the Marvel Universe gets like one of the hottest babes. Not a cartoon show, but PBS had a show featuring a group of kids and they were just doing cool stuff. It was called Zoom. What? That should, where's the reprisal of that? They should bring that back. You know? Instead of, you know, wherever they were as the setting, they'd just be on Zoom calls all day. Okay.
Well, heck, that worked.
Here we go.
Okay, that's better. Surprising everyone. Feeling refreshed.
Hit me with your best shot. I like that this level is exclusively Sandy Cheeks. Also, I just now realized what a weird last name that is. In the modern lingo of today. Back then it probably didn't mean much. Are those worth getting? Should I jump down and get that? I don't really care. When I play the game again, I will. Classic platforming tips 101. You look at the shadow that they cast when they jump. Hey, Cartoon Network, Marvel show, Superhero Squad. That was actually a decent show. Okay, you want to talk about... I might die here.
I can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
Okay. Cartoon Network had some interesting cartoon stuff. Superhero Squad was actually pretty decent for what it was. You know, a lot of people could not take it seriously, but it was pretty good. Another one was Earth's Mightiest Heroes. In the same vein, they also had a Fantastic Four show. It was okay.
That's better.
Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man was the best. That being said...
Well, I suppose it'll make Patrick
Wait,
happy.
I have to go back. Damn it.
There's another one.
That being said, I did try Ultimate Spider-Man, where Spider-Man is in high school and he like is friends with like Luke Cage and White Tiger and Iron Fist for some reason. It was weird. Am I going the right way? Superhero Squad, yeah, interesting show. Flying Squirrel. What a cool concept for a character, honestly. Coral Cola, underrated joke. You know, everyone after, you know, playing this game, they want a remaster of Simpsons Hit and Run, and I would be so down for that. I used to play that a lot with my cousin in New York. Ultimate Spider-Man was more kid-friendly. Yeah, it had some interesting episodes though. And silly, I don't know, it looked good, but I never was invested into it. That is because it never had a legitimate story. They just took characters from the Marvel Universe and did their own thing with it. But you know what show did that better? That didn't really have a story, but did the same concept with wacky characters? Batman Brave and the Bold was a cartoon show. Cartoon Network aired it. This was the era where they had like Generator Rex and other stuff. Anyways, yeah, they had that. Batman Brave and the Bold, and every episode, Batman would team up, and he had a sidekick. And every time he had a sidekick was a random DC character. And they focused on the weird, bizarre villains. Condiment King and all that other stuff. It was weird, campy, like Adam West Batman, and it was on purpose. That was good. When I had Disney Plus, I binge watched the entire 2 seasons of Big Hero 6 series. I completely forgot that was a thing. They also had the Guardians of the Galaxy series, I think. Was it good, Ray? Let me know.
Take that! Fresh like a spring breeze.
This part's really easy if I remember.
Somehow I don't think he needs a hand. I feel like a new sponge.
Yeah, it was actually hilarious. Oh, that's good to know. Oh god, almost died.
Just my size.
Oh no.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Cool.
Tartar sauce! The horror! I feel like a new sponge.
Jeez. What a level. I can see this being really hard for kids. Yeah, okay. Speaking of Marvel, I just got reminded of the X-Men stuff they did. They did Wolverine and the X-Men. I honestly thought that was one of the better X-Men cartoon shows. There you go. There you have it. Last show, then I'm calling it a day. Okay, name one final show, and then we'll have one final discussion. As we enter my house in Pineapple Street or whatever. Okay? If it's time to go there. How many dispatches do I have? Does it say? Nope.
Hey there, Spon.
Reading Rainbow on PBS. No, Ray, you're gonna have to do better than that. I didn't watch that one.
I love opening presents.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about Total Drama Island. What are your thoughts on Total Drama Island? What a very interesting show. I love that they came out and that was an idea someone had created as a response to a plethora of reality shows like that at the time. I'm really glad that happened. But I think the later seasons, like Total Action Drama and the stuff after that, kind of dropped the ball. Because really only the first season and Action Drama maybe are good. Because they had those characters. They couldn't really recreate new characters like that. Like, honestly, the people that they chose to win the first season, maybe the second, like I think the emo girl won, Gwen. That was really good that those characters won. Those are the ones that deserved it. Yeah, the show is good. Yeah, it did flop, didn't it?
Feel like a new sponge.
What's the funny thing? You got a story? The people who made Total Drama Island made a show on Nick called 16. Thank you for bringing up 16. Yeah, same art style. They had a lemonade stand and they worked at a mall. That was good. I remember there was an episode, like the opening of an episode, where the character doesn't wash his hands after he pees. And then, you know, he's like, oh, dude, you don't wash your hands after you pee. And then he was like, you don't wash your hands before you pee? Yeah, I think that's weird.
There you are, boy. Someone's broken the sea needle.
That's horrible.
Yes? Yes?
Mr. Krabs.
Easy. I just clear my...
What
yeah.
kind of... That's not...
Oh, I always knew of it always on Cartoon Network. Yeah, it did get canceled. Yeah, there was a lot of flirtatious humor. It was very one of those shows. It was actually very girly of a show to watch, I'll be completely honest. But I dug it. Stoked? I do not remember that. That's where I kind of dropped the ball. If you want to talk about Cartoon Network, you know, we would be remiss to not talk about Clone Wars, but you know, we talked about Clone Wars plenty, so. Makes you want to learn surfing. Oh, actually, I think I do remember that show. Yeah, I think at the time surfing came out, or Stoke came out, it was interesting because, I don't know, I feel like there's a big like push to make surfing cool. You had Surf's Up, the cartoon movie, and you had Stoked, and you had a prominent Blue Ranger and Power Rangers, Ninja Storm, Tori, the Blue Ranger. She was a surfer. There's a lot of surfing activity going on. And I also watched, you know, at the time, the Keanu Reeves movie, Point Break. Where's the spatula here? Forget it. I could never learn surfing. I don't think fat people can surf. Prove me wrong. I gotta look that up. No offense, but I'm fat. So. Has to be a balance thing. I don't know. Ray, let me know when you're leaving. In your honor, I will end the stream. Could play this all night. But I gotta go. I got stuff to do, people to see. Virtually.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of heights. I am not afraid of heights.
Any other cartoons? Trying to think of many. There's so many. Let's see. In conclusion, we knocked down a bunch of Cartoon Network stuff. Touched on Disney, even their live action stuff. Nickelodeon. Wait, you mentioned other live action Cartoon Network shows. Yeah, all I can think of is Destroy, Build, Destroy, and there's that one. If you remember, they did a show where
you've just met the Sponginator.
The character would like, it'd be live action, but you would envision cartoon characters. Dude, what would happen? Yeah, I feel like Cartoon Network didn't really have their stuff together in live action. I mean, it was Cartoon Network.
Smash all the tikis and for your...
Oh, okay. I gotta smash them all. Alright, Ray, let me smash all these and maybe we can go. Yep. Overall, in your opinion, what do you think is number one? To finish off this stream, what's the best cartoon and who won the Cartoon Wars? Cartoon Network, Disney, or Nickelodeon, or maybe Fox or PBS? Digimon, yeah, we can't leave without talking about Digimon. I dug Digimon. Digimon was for the crowd that didn't want to be lumped in with Pokemon fans. But there was also that level of, hey, I watched Digimon, I'm way cooler. Digimon had way cooler designs for some characters. Oh, you think Cartoon Network won? See, I think it definitely comes down to Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. But I don't know, that's a tough call. Because remember, Nickelodeon had Avatar. Cartoon Network didn't really have a story-based thing like that. Closest I can think of that could come comparable is like Ben 10.
Like a spring breeze.
But even then, you know, Avatar had a more complete story. A lot of good stuff ended up in Cartoon Network. Yeah, Codename Kids Next Door, Foster's Home, Powerpuff Girls, Ben 10, Total Drama, Generator X, Samurai Jack. That had a story. TMNT, yeah. Fortnite. You would be right. Nickelodeon had some bangers though. Don't forget about Chalk Zone. Spongebob, Fairly Odd Parents. You know, the same old, same old. I think Disney was definitely the lower class in that spectrum. Disney killed it, like, you know, in the 60s and all that when they created those characters. But after that, they just didn't really try. They had some. But you know what? It was all worth it because Gravity Falls is their best. I think I got it all. Maybe.
Like a new
Arguably.
sponge.
I actually never really saw Generator X. I know they did a
Good
crossover.
work, Here's
They did
the
a
golden
crossover
spatula,
with Ben
like I
10. That was
promised.
kind of cool. Anyways, Ray, when I touch the golden spatula, I will soon commence the end of the stream. So any last thoughts? Oh, wait. There's one cartoon we should talk about. Let me know if you've seen this. You've seen this, man. Let me know. Stay young. I will stay young. But let me know what you think about the Martian Boys. They were triplets, Ray. If you don't answer, I will shoot a cannonball at you. From Cannonball Jenkins. Wait, show it again. Here you go. Do you remember that at all? Exactly. That's what I thought. This show called like Three Martians or something. One final look. Look at that. Is that a face your mother would love? I don't think so. Anyways. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my, are you seeing what SpongeBob is doing right now? Was that in the old game? I do not think that was in the old game. Is that a thing they added in? That's really funny. I like these animations. Anyways, Ray, final thoughts? Let me know. They added that in. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, well, good night, Ray. When you say good night, I'm ending the stream. Meme culture. Oh, look at that. Good night. Follow us, everybody. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our archive channel, Dolphin Hour Archives. Check out our newest podcast. Check me out on Spotify on Save It for the Podcast. Everybody, thank you for sticking with us. We are almost at 150 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Hope you loved it. SpongeBob is yawning. I'm yawning. It's very late. Ray, good night. Ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, stay hydrated. Peace.